filming this intro for the third time because of camera nonsense. Okay, so try not to sound too annoyed. I am coming to you this morning to share what's in my hospital bag. I am currently 38 weeks and 1 day pregnant. I should have had this packed a week ago at the request of my doctor. We are second pregnancy, things happen sooner. Everything's happened sooner with this baby girl from when I started feeling Braxton Hicks, which was a long time ago, and also when I started leaking milk. Just all the symptoms of pregnancy and the milestones I feel like have happened so much sooner this time. And yeah, so I did not feel like I'm gonna get to 40 weeks with this pregnancy. But who knows, you know, anything is possible. So last night I did have about 2 hours of false labor where I had steady Braxton Hicks. They were pretty consistent. They didn't get stronger. They didn't start from my back. I was able to, you know, breathe through them, move, drink water, all the things. But it was it was 2 hours, and I just tried to sleep until eventually I did fall asleep and wake up and go, okay, no, okay, that was not labor. But it did motivate me to finally film this video and get my stuff in the bag ready to go. So that is this video. It is going to encompass 3 parts. One is stuff, I will link my first, you know, what I packed in my hospital bag video. That was one of the first videos I've ever filmed for YouTube ever. I've only done like 3 since then, so I'm still new at this, but I will include the things that I'm not bringing that I brought the first time, the new things that I'm bringing this time, and then overall majority of things are the same. I did a lot of research for first baby, as first-time moms tend to do. I follow a doula very passionately on YouTube who was really encouraging about how to set your hospital birth up in as peaceful and comfortable an environment as possible, since hospitals tend to feel very sterile, and this is a place where you want to stay as relaxed as possible. So I am planning another hospital birth, and I really did appreciate having the things there that were special, a little bit extra, totally not necessary. This is not the minimalistic necessities only hospital bag. This is the be a little bit ridiculous, but this is all about you and bringing this baby into this world, and if it makes you feel good, do it video. So yeah, I will say that, you know, my first hospital experience did not go as I dreamt it would. There were bumps in the road, and ultimately I got to where I got the outcome that I wanted, but I had to fight for it, and there were moments of discouragement, there were tears, the happy kind and the not happy kind. And I do think that having some of these items in the room just created a little bit more comfort and made the experience a little bit better than maybe it would have been without them. So I will dive in, share with you what I'm bringing, baby number 2, hospital bag number 2. Okay, the first 2 things I want to show you is this is my checklist itself. This is part of my daughter's baby book that I've been making for her. I didn't buy a pre-made one this go. I actually had 4 different ones while I was pregnant with Cohen. That's some notes for myself of stuff to add. But I couldn't find one here. Actually, I was in Saudi Arabia when I was mostly pregnant. So I just made one myself. And this, you can see this is a contribution from Cohen. Brought tears to my eyes when I saw that he was doing that. But it's just the 1 page. And I can now smile and laugh and think of it as his contribution. But it did make me cry when I first saw that he had done that. Yeah, so I've got the by weeks. I'm a little bit behind. I'm only caught up to week 35. I have like a growth chart in there, you know, for tracking my weight. And then yeah, in here I have, this is my hospital checklist for what I want to make sure I bring. And then this is my birth plan. My hospital already like has their own form for a birth plan. So I can, I've already turned that in, but I still have my own copy just for my own reference and for her reference. So the first thing I want to show you is my actual bag. This is the same bag that I have carried around for years. It's my away luggage, and it works really well. It's huge, but it's one bag. It can fit everything. And because of some of the items that I want to bring are a bit larger, it's just easier to have one bag, but it does have compartments. So, you know, it'll be easy to get things in and out of without making too much of a mess. And it just rolls really easily. So I appreciate that, and we'll be using that again. Okay, so the first thing that I will not be bringing that I brought last time was my breast pump. That may be surprising, and that might be different depending on if you're a first-time mom or not. I love my pump bag. I think I have a great pump setup, and I will actually be sharing a video all about my pumping experience and how I've set myself up for success in pumping. I don't know how much pumping I will be doing at all with this pregnancy, since I'm not working this go around. At least for a short time, I won't be working. Who knows what the future will bring. So I do plan to stay home for a while with this baby. And what I found is I brought this to the hospital, and even the small amount of time that I had with a lactation consultant, we never went over that, because you're so focused on latch and actually getting baby to feed from the breast to set yourself up for that success, that we never even got to my breast pump. And I honestly just figured it out from YouTube videos and from trial and error. And now I'm so seasoned at it that I don't need to bring it. I don't need a lactation consultant to counsel me on it. I am very well versed, so there's no point in me bringing it, but I am glad that I have it. And you know, I probably will do some pumping at some point. I think the recommendation is to wait for about 6 weeks so that you establish good latch and milk supply without it. And then I will, you know, want to have some on hand for those just in case moments or babysitter moments. Not bringing the pump, don't need it, might not need it for a long time, or maybe even at all, I'm not sure. So the other thing that I'm not bringing this go around is our diffuser, and I'm actually really sad about it. We left it behind because it wouldn't work with our outlets here, and we could have used an adapter, but for whatever reason, I think because we didn't have room in our shipment, we had to be very selective with the few things that we could bring. We ultimately decided not to, and James and I kick ourselves for that all the time. We loved our diffuser. We named it Timbit. If you look at our old video, yeah, having a diffuser in the room scents can be very powerful, particularly, you know, in moments of stress. And we really loved that guy, and so I'm sad not to have it. We like really looked hard thinking, surely we brought that, and realized we didn't. So instead, we have a roll-on lavender massage oil, or just essential oil that I can just roll on and smell, but then also a lavender essential oil for massage. So this was actually something that I meant to bring baby number one. And even if I had brought it, because I had the epidural that I got way too soon, and because of the strength of it taking me out from being able to walk, James wasn't able to do the massaging techniques and everything that we were really hoping to use to advance labor or to cope with labor as it advanced. So I never really got to use this, but this go, I am really hoping that I'm able to walk around a lot more, labor naturally a lot more, and get some massages from him with some lavender body oil. Oh yeah, and then the last thing that I brought, baby number one, that I am not bringing this time, simply because I can't find them, I had a massage ball and like a roller. However, the hospital did mention that they have stuff available for us. So I think that we will be okay without bringing our own. And again, good old fingers. If we need to find a tennis ball, we probably can. But yeah, I had all these little massagers and have no idea what to do with them. Okay, so diving into things that I am bringing that are the same. The first thing is going to be the Boppy pillow with cover. That is going to be so helpful for support when you are not feeling your best, to be able to prop up baby and do feeds and just snuggles, and even just rest the baby, in your lap. So yeah, this one is got these cute little gold stars, and it's super soft. Like, this side is so fuzzy. Oop, this side is so fuzzy. Okay, so yes, check Boppy and cover. The next thing is for my own comfort, and that is my own pillow and blanket. James will bring the same in his own bag. I have double what's it called? Pillowcased? Double cased my pillow. And then I'm actually gonna throw on this third one because what I remember is that ideally you don't bring things the same color as the hospital stuff, which tends to be white, just so there's no confusion. So I'm gonna throw this cover on my pillow as well. And then it'll just be triple protected against germs. And so here is blanket, just to add something a little cozier than what the hospital probably has. Okay. All right. And then moving on from pillow and blanket, similar toiletries. Let me get my toiletry bag. So in here, I can actually start tossing this stuff in, but I did want to point out the importance of chapstick. I love this chapstick. It's not going to focus, I don't think. There it is. This chapstick is amazing. I got it from the Body Shop like years ago when I was living in Canada, and still got it. A hairbrush and then a hair tie, just depending on how icky you end up feeling, and it's always just nice to have a hair tie, an extra hair tie. I'm sure I'll already have one on. Okay, so toiletries and my own towel, my own loofah. Again, not in a color that the hospital might think like, oh, that's ours, we need to go take it and wash it. So that's gonna be done. I will be packing makeup in here, which, some moms birthing makeup, no makeup. Partly just because it might give me something to do when we're just bored in the hospital and I'll want to take pictures. Yeah, and just feel somewhat human. I don't remember actually putting it on. I put on makeup like while I was laboring because it was taking so long and I was just sitting there with nothing to do and family was getting food and I was just like, oh, okay, I'll just do my makeup. But then the rest of the time I was there, I don't actually think I put any on. So we'll see if it ends up getting used, but there's no harm in bringing it. Okay, so my eye mask for sleeping during the day, I am really going to try to be better at that than I was. I had such an adrenaline rush after having Cohen. I did not sleep, I don't think, the entire 48 hours that we were in the hospital. And part of that was that because I spiked a fever during childbirth, then Cohen had to go be under observation for 24 hours in the NICU. And he was totally fine, totally healthy, didn't need anything, but they, like, policy is to watch him. And so I was just a nervous wreck, not having him in the room, having to be wheeled up there every 3 hours to feed him, you know, trying to get the hang of feeding, not having him next to me. It was just a lot. So I didn't sleep. And then even during the day, there was just too much going on and family coming in and out. And but there is potential that I'll spend some more time alone in the hospital. It's just James and I, and then Cohen will be home with a caregiver. So James may be coming in and out of the hospital to go home and provide Cohen some care. So I might find myself alone in a quiet hospital room with a sleeping baby, and maybe I'll be able to put on a sleep mask. We'll see. Okay, so this is by far my most extra that if you remember my setup last time, or you go back and look, I did this last time and I'm so glad that I did. These are twinkle lights and flameless candles. So in here you can see I've got 1, 2, 3. These are not the same flameless candles that I had with Cohen. We didn't bring those with us here. I did bring the twinkle lights because we came during Christmas. We moved to Saudi during Christmas, and so we didn't have any Christmas decorations, and I thought, oh, I'll bring these. And so they need new batteries because I actually used them again this Christmas. So which is why these are here, because I need to load them before packing the hospital bag. However, we did not bring our flameless candles from the US to Saudi and on to Qatar, but since we've moved, we bought patio furniture, and just by a stroke of luck, the gentleman who sold us the furniture was just pleased and wanted to give us a thank you, and he gave us these lights that are flameless, and they actually come with a remote, and they do all different kinds of crazy colors and patterns and who knows what. So we can have some fun in the room with that, just creating some ambiance. Again, totally 100,000% not necessary, but I enjoyed them. I love the part of Cohen's birth video where you go past the twinkling lights and the candles, and it's set to music and gives you the impression that we had a really peaceful birth experience, though we definitely did not the entire time. Okay, our portable speaker. Both pregnancies, I've had a playlist that I created on Spotify. My one is lacking right now. It needs a lot more songs on it, but looking forward to putting that together, and then just having music in the room is always a nice touch. Our phone chargers, of course, are the same. I did go out and buy another, I needed another one of these outlet guys. I have got to learn where this focuses. But then this is one of those extra long phone cords. It's like 2 meters, I think. Yeah, 2 meters. I had that with Cohen, but that cord got demolished. It really wasn't as robust as I thought it was. But then the lightning adapter for our outlets here. Okay, moving on into our clothes. Of course, you're gonna need non-slip wear. The hospital will actually provide you socks, and I think I ended up last time wearing the hospital socks because they put them on you immediately, and I wasn't digging through my hospital bag during admission, so they literally just gave me socks, and I ended up never changing them. But because of my outfit choice this time, I think I will try and put an emphasis on matching socks, just because I care. So one of the things that I bought last time was a hospital gown set. Again, so super extra, but I loved it. I loved that I wasn't in the hospital gown for all that time. I loved that, during my birth experience, I had something that was a bit more put together, And so I went ahead and I did the same for this pregnancy. So what I'll show you, this is the pattern. And so it comes with, I got this one off Amazon. The first one I got off Etsy, but I think it might actually be the same company. It's called Baby Be Mine. And I will link it. I'll link everything. This is just a robe. It's really big and stretchy. It's super soft. I think that pattern's really beautiful. My last one with Cohen was blue and had some floral print. So that's just the robe that can go over, you know, everything. This is the actual birthing gown. And what makes this thing so great is that it has buttons down the entire back. So they can get to you for epidural. As much as I want to try to labor as naturally as possible for as long as possible, I know myself, I know my pain tolerance, like I'll be getting an epidural at some point. Yeah, and then the snaps across the top, so instant skin to skin after baby's born, and it's just super stretchy, easy to get to for even nursing. I am quite surprised. My one from my birthing gown, I thought like this is gonna get trashed and you just throw it away, was like completely spotless, like not gross at all, from Cohen. So yeah, that was really surprising. So I might actually be able to hold on to it. I don't know why I would necessarily need the birthing gown, because it also comes with the postpartum nursing gown. So this, you know, you can wear again and again. Home, I wore mine, my blue one with Cohen, at home so many days that first those first 2 weeks of postpartum. Again, you can just like lounge around the house in it. It's beautiful, but this just stretches off and gives easy access for feeding. And then what makes this set different is that it actually came with an outfit for the baby. So she has a little gown, which is so cute. It doesn't tie at the bottom, but just really soft and completely matches. Whereas Cohen's, I think I just got a separate swaddle that was like a complementary color to the gown that I picked out. I'm just gonna dive in over here to nursing bras. I don't know that I will wear a bra in the hospital except for going home. So I don't know that I need 2 of them. These are the exact same nursing bras I got from Target in the US when I was birthing Cohen. These were in my hospital bag and they have held up all this time. So they are still with me today. Super comfortable, super easy, and yeah, you know, just whoop. And so I'm bringing them just in case, but I'm probably not wearing a bra in the hospital until it's time to go home. And then this is a tank, a nursing tank that just in case I decide I want like something really tight and over my belly. I loved these tanks. Again, I'll link them. These ones, I thought they'd have a brand, but I got them off Amazon, I'm pretty sure, and they are really tight over the stomach, which doesn't sound great, but it's actually like super comforting postpartum. So from there, I will dive into our going home outfits, because obviously you are going home, and it's the going home outfit is such a thing, I feel like. And it's really just about the baby. So for her, I found this little set, super cozy. Just says I'm new here, and matches across the top, and it's got little animals and giraffe and zebra, and I don't know what this guy is, elephant. Yeah, so just a little cozy thing to send the baby home in. And then that will kind of go along with my outfit, which is just a stretchy dress. I think in my last video I mentioned that they say to go, you know, plan to look 6 months pregnant going home. So wear something that you could wear 6 months pregnant. Again, both times I've just picked something that I could wear the entire pregnancy. So this dress I wore like the other day, And then just being in Qatar, you can wear whatever you want, but I thought I might be a little bit more comfortable if I had my shoulders covered. So I just brought this, this shirt to drape over the dress. So it's like navy and white stripes over a navy dress. These are two of the softest things probably in my closet. They're just like, I don't know, worn into submission. So baby's outfit, oh my goodness, tiny little thing. Gonna be in here soon. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what else. Oh, water bottle. Just this is not the ideal water bottle. It's just the one that I have. It's actually a blender bottle for smoothies, and it has like the little ball and you shake stuff around, and it had just become my water bottle because it was so big and I was drinking so much water. It was the biggest water bottle that I have. If in the next couple of days I can find a big water bottle with a straw, that is the best recommendation, and that is what I will try to do. But otherwise, just having a water bottle. I actually think in the hospital they gave me a giant one with a straw, so it might not even be necessary. I'm not going to the same hospital, so I don't know what to expect. But at my last hospital, they did give you one of those like big jugs with the straw, and I didn't end up needing my own. But it's nice to have. I just remember after Cohen was born, and they're like, "What do you want to eat? What's your first meal? What do you want?" And I just said, "Water." All I wanted was water, and so I did. I got my big jug of ice water, and it was amazing. I said chapstick, I said water bottle. Okay, I'm gonna pop on over real quick. There's some new stuff here, but I did want to pop over to just this chair real quick. Two things, snacks. I actually brought myself snacks this time, which I didn't do last time because I was like, well, they don't let you eat in the hospital, so like while you're in labor, and then after labor I'm gonna want like real food. So I didn't pack snacks. James packed his own snacks, but this go around, just in case, I did pack some just like protein bars and kale chips. I don't know. However, my nurses' thank yous, they went over so well last time. I had individual little bags of candies with Starbucks gift cards in them, and each nurse could just come in and take one, and they were just like so excited. So I absolutely wanted to do that again. So this time I got granola bars and chewing gum, because I felt like, I don't know, I feel like as a nurse, chewing gum might be like a thing. Maybe you're not allowed to have gum. I don't know. But I have packs of gum, so each of them can take a pack of gum and some loose candies, and then we will get the Starbucks gift cards, because I feel like that's really the moneymaker. Like the grand prize is coffee. So we'll either try and get that maybe today, or even the hospital has a Starbucks, and you can go in and while I'm getting admitted, James can go buy some gift cards. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna move into new stuff. For starters, we talked about like, here's all my electronics and whatnot. I don't remember bringing headphones last time, and I do think that could be useful, especially if I'm spending some time alone in the hospital and the baby's sleeping and I can't sleep. I'm gonna wanna like watch something on my phone, which now that I'm saying that, I'm like, maybe I should bring my iPad and watch a movie. Well, yeah, I don't know, that might be worth it. And then just this like portable charger. So we'll have chargers, but just in case I need to charge something else. James already charged this up for me because he is super thoughtful and thinks of things like that, whereas I forget and bring an empty, like a dead charger wherever we go. As far as, this goes with snacks, but these are actually for during labor. I didn't bring myself anything to snack on during labor because I just thought you couldn't have anything, but you can have clear liquids. So as long as because these have a stick, then they're not a choking hazard. So I bought these oddly a long time ago, I walked past them in an aisle and I was like, oh yeah. And I've held on to these ever since. So hopefully I can like distract myself with something yummy while I'm trying to labor. This is a baby keepsake. So I think it's actually supposed to be like a clay thing that you roll out and you like do clay handprints. I don't know if we'll get to that in the hospital, but I also might just choose to do footprints in here instead. So we'll see. If not, I will bring my little baby book and have them do a copy of her footprints in there, so it's not just on the birth certificate. Yeah, so we'll see if we end up going the clay route or just putting the feet there and then some little pictures afterwards. And then the last couple of things, one I am gonna bring, I got the Haka nail file, like electric nail file. James is like the only person in our house who does the baby nails. I was too terrified to cut Cohen's nails. Baby fingernails are just terrifying. And so this go around, I was lucky enough in my baby shower to be gifted the electric file, and I'm excited to try and use it. And hopefully if I bring it into the hospital, one of the nurses can help me figure out how to use it, and I can actually be a part of baby nail care. And I've been told that like baby's nails can be like super long when they're born. I don't remember Cohen's being long, but also maybe the nurses just took care of that for us. I don't know. Okay, I am going to I'm not bringing my pump, but I am bringing Nipple Butter because, you know, it's been a while since I've breastfed. I was just gonna focus, oh my gosh, I just don't know. How does that work? There, the Earth Mama Nipple Butter is my absolute favorite. I swear by this stuff for healing. If you do have any cracks and stuff, this sounds weird, but like you can feel this stuff working on you. I feel like you can just sense it's like a tingling almost, and it works. So I'm gonna start off with that because I'm sure my nipples are going to be like, what the heck? I don't remember this. It's been way too long. And then last but not least, I did buy myself actually a 5-pack of postpartum panties. This is the Kindred. So Love. Oh goodness, I'm gonna have to look up the brand. Oh, maybe it's on there actually. My mama brain. Kindred Bravely. And it came in a 5-pack, so I'm bringing 2 with me to the hospital. And I have 3 sitting in like a postpartum kit that I'm putting together for like just all the delivery care. And yeah, these I think will just help me feel a little bit more human after birth than the mesh panties, but who knows if I'll actually end up using them or not. But that's it, that's all my stuff. 2 things I forgot to mention are that I'll be bringing slippers for in case I end up walking around the hospital for some reason, or just for walking around my room, and then a pair of slides for going home, both of which are no slip and super comfortable.